Hi everyone, and I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. It's Lucy here. Just going to share with you today the new products from Kaszazz. So it's the Colour Your World collection, and this is the new little flyer here. So what I thought I might do is just go through the flyer and show you some samples of what how I've used some of the products, and then I'll give you a little demonstration. Okay, so first of all, I just show you the papers. So the papers are here, underneath everything. I knew I'd put them somewhere. So this is the ombre border paper, which I really like. It's really pretty. And then that's the other side, so the border's on the other side. Then you've got the chevron page, that's quite cool. And then all the little cut out pieces on the back, so lots of variety there. And then this one, I can't remember what it's called. Yep, pastel wood. So you've got the cute, I think it looks like wallpaper, like a nursery wallpaper. And then you've got the pastel wood on the back there. So a good amount of variety there. Then the next thing we've got is the collage paper, which I forgot to order. Well, I did order the pad, but Australia Post has let me down. So I think I'll do a second part to this new products and let you in on all the products that haven't arrived from Australia Post. I was counting on Australia Post, but they've let me down. So the new little cutouts are here. So you've got cutout hearts, and then the Colour Your World. And you'll see when we go to the back of the book here, oops, I'll find it here. So you can see there all the different patterns in the two different ranges. So the hearts and the Colour Your World. There's two of each in the packets, and you can see here, I think I've got some here. So they're the size of the heart, so they're quite lovely and big. And I'll give you I'll show you my little book here. So this is, I've used the cutouts in the book. So that's one of the words that I've just cut down. And then I've cut them down and I've corner rounded the little corners and put glossy accent over them, so they look like Scrabble letters. With the cutouts, so I don't know if I've got. With the cutouts, what I found is that some of them were a bit too, for this book, they were just a little bit too bright. So I decided to put the bridal tinsel on them. So I don't know if you can see, in that light there, I think is better. You can see that's the love with the bridal tinsel embossing powder on it. And then that's the love, how it comes. So you can see it just mutes it down, and then it also gives it a lovely sparkle. So I thought that was that's a nice technique that you can use easily with the new cutouts. So this is the little book that I've made using the papers and the cutouts. So you can put a photograph here, but then you've also got the photograph that you can put on there or on the back. And then more little pull-outs. Another little pull out, and then using the little rainbow cutout, so you can see there. So all of these I've put the bridal tinsel, embossed with the bridal tinsel, and then I've just done some stamping here, and I've used our new metallic watercolour pans to colour that in. So more little pockets. So each They've got little pockets. This is our new little heart die. So I've used the heart die there. And again, all these little pull-outs are the new little cutouts. And that's it. So that's my little, oh, and I've just pulled one of the O from love. I need to just stick that down a bit firmer. Okay, so that's my little journal book or little album. So I think that would be a nice gift to give to like a new mum or a grandmother to put baby photos in, or family photos. A young girl, I think, would also like that sort of thing. So that's something for you to have a little think about. So that's the cutouts. Then there's the collage pad, which I said is with Australia Post somewhere. Now the other pad that Kaszazz have brought out is this new 12 by 12 pad. So they brought out this surfaces range. So I thought it's nice to kind of see the whole sheets rather than a little square. So I thought I'd just give you a flick through so that you can see the actual papers. So you get 2 of each sheet. So some of them you might see I've only got 1 sheet left because I've used them. So I think they're great for backgrounds, really versatile. So a lot of backgrounds, and I'll show you a layout that I've done using some of the papers from this layout, but basically you could use any of these papers on that particular layout. So here's the layout that I don't know if you can see. I'll put it further away. So that's the layout. I'll just show you one page at a time, that you might be able to see that better. So that's page 1. And then page 2. You can see them both there. I just move that. Okay. So any of those papers would have been perfect for that background. And then I've used a second paper to create the contrasts there. And that was a layout that was created by Kerry Neely, I think. She did that layout originally, and then I've adapted it using different papers. Now, what else is next? So the next is the dies. So we've had a few new dies. So I've just shown you the heart one. So the hearts and the chevrons come together. So you get both of those in the one packet. Then we've got the little Create a Rainbow. So the Create a Rainbow dies, and the cloud and the sun die, and then the little colour wheel as well. So they're the new dies. Then we've got the new ribbons, so the new metallic ribbons, and there's a lovely set of cards by Beryl McLean using those ribbons. So you can see, I don't know if you can see here, the white glittery ribbon, so that's quite pretty. Then the silver and the gold. So the three of them there. So that's a lovely set of cards. And then we've got our corner rounder. So the corner rounder does 3 sizes. So you've got the little 4mm corner. So it's just going to give you a really small corner. Then you've got the 7. And then you've got the 10. So it's as easy as popping it in. Make sure that it goes in at a 90-degree angle. and then just pressing down. So using your thumb is fine. You don't have to use your whole body weight. It's really quite easily usable. So you can see there the three different size corner rounding that it will do. So that's quite a lovely new product as well. And I've used that on the journal pieces as well. And then we've got our beautiful new paint pens. I'm really loving the paint pens. So this is them here. So they come packet of 12, so they come with all the different colours. So you've got the gold, the silver, and then all your different colours that you can see there. I've painted these with them. So I've got a very cute new little owl from our new little cute owl set. And then I thought the ladybugs were cute. So that's our little ladybug stamp. And then I thought, I wonder if they work on shells. So these are shells that I found in my garden that we've had for years and years and years. So I've just put the little lighthouse on there and the reeds, and then I've used a bit of the blue paint on the door to create the ocean, and then a bit of green around the reeds. So I thought that was they work quite well. So I just thought I'd show you. Now I found a dark rock in the garden, so I've just put a bit of gesso over the top, and I thought I'd show you with the new little flower stamp. We'll see how that turns out. Now I find the best, I did use archival on this accidentally, and it seems to have come up quite well in the grey for the cloud there, but I'd probably use Stays On because it's going to be more permanent. So just inking up the bunch of flowers. Now the reason I put gesso on this is because it's a black rock and nothing's going to really show, the black ink isn't going to show up on the black rock. So I've just painted it with the white gesso. So I'm just inking that up. Now because it's an uneven surface, I'm going to take it off the block so I can then press it down in all the areas. So just pressing down and then just lifting it off. So we've got the image there. It's not completely clear, but it's probably enough for me. I might just go around the images that I can see with the black pen, the images that have just missed out a little bit. We can just draw that petal there. Can't even really tell that one. You'd say it was quite rough, this. I might just leave the rest of it in black and white, I think. That was a leaf, yeah. Okey-dokies. Now, what are we going to colour? I might do green. The aqua. Yeah, do aqua. So you can see when you first use them, you just need to press down. Oh, we need to give it a shake first. So give it a good shake, then you press down. The tip is actually white when you first get them. So you'll see the paint actually coming into the tip. And then after that, it's just a matter of just pressing it down. And then after that, don't seem to have needed to have done that. The paint seems to just flow really nicely. So I'm just going to paint this one flower just to show you Hope you can see. Am I? No, I'm probably covering it up too much, aren't I? Sorry. So you can see that goes on there really well. So I'm not going to colour it all in because that will bore you to tears, but you can just see how well that colours over the white gesso. So just put that aside. So they're also good for art journaling. I've used them on... So over the top of dilution paint. So you can see here, I don't know if you can see there, on the green, in the centre of the blue flower, centre of the green flower, I've filled it in with blue. And up here I've done it with blue as well, and then drawn in the white dots. So it's a little bit hard to show you that on online, but you can see it more, you can see it probably better in person. But yes, I do love the little rocks. It works really well. So here's, oh, let me show you the colour range, but no. So here's the different colours, so you can see how well it comes up on the black and then on the white. So they're the 12 colours, and the silver and gold are quite lovely too. And it's got, as you can see, it's got quite a fine point on it. So, you know, I wouldn't, if you're covering the whole rock with paint, I'd go back to using your paintbrush and acrylic paints. But for fine detail, like colouring in the little owl, doing the little spots, these paint pens work really well. So what's next on our list? Next on our list is the Distress Embossing Glazes, along with the Collage Pad and the Glaze embossing. The embossing glazes are with the Collage Pad, with Australia Post. So, like I said, in part 2, I will show you those, but they look really good, and lots of good fun to play with those. Next is the beautiful, is it salvaged patina? So this is a beautiful colour. So again, it's coming in the Distress ink and the Oxide ink. So the Distress and the Oxide ink, the spray and the paint. And also we've got the refills for the 2 ink pads as well. So here is it coming up as the paint. I've just painted on there, and you can see here is the spray. So you can see up the top it's still wet, and then as it dries it goes this bluey green lusciousness. So it's quite a pretty colour. Now I'll show you what colours, how they come up with the, when you blend them on. So this is the Oxide. So you can see that's really pretty. And then just grab a new blending tool. And then this is the Distress ink. So it's a bit more blue, I find. So just a little bit more. So if you like that sort of bluer shade, then I'd probably go the Distress ink. If you like that slightly more green, then go the oxide. But yes, very nice. Now, what else? Oh, next is a silhouette. So this is a new thing that Kaszazz has brought in. And basically it's our white cardstock that's been die cut into these shapes. So all of these are 12 by 12. So great for scrapbooking. Margaret, one of our lovely consultants, has done a lovely scrapbooking layout just with a lovely picture of, I think it was her great nephew, and then the beautiful wreath around it. And she's gone over it with the metallic watercolour paints and layered that over the top of the photograph, and it looks sensational. We've used this on our team training day projects. So I'll just show you some of those cutouts. So you can see on this little one here, we've used the little sun cutout. And then on this one, we've used the little heart. So there's the little heart there. And then there's the rainbow and clouds there. And another one of the little hearts on here. You can see some more here. So again, from the silhouette ones, you've got the clouds and then the heart and the arrow there. This is the edgeable die. So it's just been used twice to create this border down here. Then we've got our new chipboard. So the new chipboard, I think I just showed you this one here. So from the love and family, so that word there is family, and then you've got your little hearts as well. So this is one of the little heart cutouts that I've used here, one of the little chipboard, and then the large love chipboard that I've used there. This is one of the other stencils, so the little rainbow stencil, and you can see here we've used it to emboss to create this pattern in the background of this card here. What else have we got? Oh, then we've got all our new Sensational card making value boxes. So you've got your Colour Your World box, which I think the recommended retail price is about $100, and it's only $69.95. The same with the Christmas box. I think it's closer to that $110, $115 mark. There's exclusive stencils in there as well, and exclusive chipboard. So there's chipboard and stencils in these value boxes that you're not going to be able to buy separately. So what I was going to do is, again, they're with Australia Post, and I'll do a little video and show you exactly what's in those boxes, because I know it's difficult when you can't actually see what's in them. The scrapbooking value box is also really great, a really great price. It's $89.95, and I think it's got a, oh, there we go, recommended retail value of $152. So that's quite a fantastic savings. And I will do a little video of that as well, and what's unboxing that value box too. Then we've got our plaque builder. So I don't know if I've spoken with many of you about this, but it's a new service that Kaszazz is offering to build your own plaque. So you can design your own plaque, and Kaszazz will cut it and assemble it for you. So you can get your own customised plaque. So if you want to know some more about that, just get in contact with me and I'm happy to talk with you more about that. Now, the other thing that I'm offering at the moment that I just wanted to let you know about is the very cute little owls. So Julie Stolty designed this very cute set, and I thought with us all still being in lockdown, it would be a great set to offer as a kit because there's not a lot of extra tools that you need to create this set. So if you would like a kit, the kits are $15 if you come and pick up from me, or $20 if you're on the Central Coast and want me to deliver it to you. So there's the card kit, or there's also, if you love your scrapbooking, there's also the owl scrapbook layouts as well. So the scrapbook layout is $20 if you pick up from me, or $25 if you want me to deliver it to you on the Central Coast. So that is basically it. A quick walk through the new flyer. If you would like a new flyer, I'm happy to give you one free of charge if you want to come and pick up from me. Also, I'm going to, the little card that I'm going to demonstrate, you'll get that as a little make and take yourself as well to make up at home. Okay, so let's get on with the demoing. So I just wanted to show you how I altered those little cutouts. So all I did, so say we've got the little chevron heart here. All I've done is use the embossing ink dabber. So you could press that into the ink pad, but I find it's quite easy to use this. So all you're doing is just wiping on the ink. So this is just full of embossing ink. Then it's as easy as just pouring the embossing ink on, the bridal tinsel embossing powder on. And then making sure you don't burn your fingers. Just turning your heat tool on, letting it heat up for a little while. And then just gradually heating it up. And not burning your fingers. I don't know if you can see that in the light. It's changing. That's done. So that's just muted that down and given it a nice sparkle. Okay. So again, it's quite easy to change them. If they're sort of not quite to your liking, you can easily change them because the shape is lovely. And you could also use the back side is white, so you can always, change it to something else on the other side if you want to. And like I've done with the little book here, I've left the normal pattern here, but then you can see on the other side I've stenciled with the salvage patina and the little heart stencil. So that's that. Now, the little card that I'm going to show you, and that if you'd like one, you can have this little card. So it's great for kids, I think. It'd be great if you've got a grandchild, they can colour it in for you. So all we're doing is we've got our little strip here. Now in the original card set, it doesn't do anything except blend around this little strip, but I thought it'd be nice to have pop a little bit of stamping on it for interest, because for me, I sort of thought it looked a bit too similar, the pink on the pink. But again, this is your card, so you do whatever you want with it. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stamp down with the watering can, the archival watering can, and this is the new confetti stamp. So just lots of little bubbles on there. That just gives a different little pattern. So you could just stamp it with anything, or you can just leave it as is. Now I tend to not blend with the archival ink, so I'm using the Distress Oxide ink here. This is Hickory Smoke, just because the ink tends to make the blending tools all disintegrate. So if your blending tools are disintegrating, just think about what sort of ink you're using on them, because it might be the fact that you've been blending with the archival ink. And we'll put a little bit of that on the little pink strip as well. Now I'm going to use the metallic watercolour pans to colour this little image in, but of course you can use whatever you want to. Like I said, if you're going to do some colouring in with a grandchild, then, or a child, then that you can use whatever you like. Okay, and we've got our white piece here. So again, I'm just going to blend around that with the Hickory Smoke. And this one. So you don't have to blend around, you can just leave it. Or if you don't have grey, so you could use any grey on this, you could use a blue, whatever you like. The grey is just nice and muted, that just gives it that frame. So now we can just pop the tape on. Now again, it doesn't matter what order you do this in. And I always just tear the tape. Just press it down, anchor it to where you want it, then just guide it with your other finger and then rip it off against your thumbnail. And a base card. So just folding that in half. And then I always use a bone scorer. See how it's flipping up? If you use the bone scorer, it then just sits nice and flat for you. So So we can put the blue on, ready. Just leaving an even border. And then what I'm going to do, because I always forget, there's the little paper clip. So these are our, we used to sell these and they've brought them back again. So these are quite cute as a little added extra embellishment. So you're just popping your little piece of ribbon through and making a little loop. I always find I need 3 hands when I do this. There we go, just through the loop and coming back up. And then with the scissors we can just our ribbon, and then that's going to go, just going to lift that back so it doesn't get caught. That's just going to go over the top. Okay, and that's ready now to go onto the card once we've coloured in. So we're just going to stamp our little rainbow and sun stamp. And I'm doing this with grey because it's a little bit muted. And it's just a change rather than stamping with black. So of course you can stamp with black, you can stamp with anything that you happen to have. There's no hard and fast rules. But we're going to use the grey. Actually, what I might do is use the black, and then that way you can see the difference. And see which one you prefer. So I just have a look here. I'm going to put that about there. So I want to stamp about there. So I might just put that to the side. So I'm not going to stamp, I don't want to stamp too high or too low. And so about there. So straight down, firm press, no rocking, and lift up. And then it's painting. So we're going to use the watercolour pans. What I'm going to do is just, with a little pipette, is go over the colours that I want. So I'm going to want the pink, the purple, the blue, the green and the gold. So I just put that on there just to loosen up the paint, I suppose, for want of a better word. And we're going to start just wetting your brush first and starting off. Now we want this colour to be quite bright, so I'm using it directly from the watercolour pan itself rather than taking it onto the lid there. And so then I'm just going to brush it on. So the more watery your brush is, the paler the colour is going to be. So if you want it nice and dark, you put very little water on. So you can see there it's coming up a bit darker because I'm taking it directly from the pan rather than putting my brush in the water again. So I'm not going to colour this whole thing in, but what I want to show you is just how you can get that lighter colour. So for the sun here, so then I just do the other colours. I do purple, blue, green. But for the sun, so I'm going to wash out the pink. and I'm going to pick up the gold. So what I want is the little rays, I want them to actually be very gold, but I want the face of the sun to be paler. So I'm going to do directly from the watercolour, from the pan. We want those to be nice and bright, but I want his face to be a little bit paler. So you can see, I don't know if you can see here, I've used some of this before. So what I'm going to do is really wet my brush, and then I'm going to reactivate the paint here. And I'm just going to test it out, on the scrap paper. So it will just be a much paler colour. You can see there. So his rays are nice and bright and his face is a little bit paler. Okay. So then the next thing we'll do is we'll make the little hearts. So we'll make these little hearts. We'll just set that aside to dry. So that's using our new little die. And maybe I'll put them away somewhere. I had them here, I showed you. Come out, wherever you are. There they are. And I'm just going to use and of course the piece of paper that I had here to use is gone. So I'm just going to use a bit of the pink card to make some little hearts. And I probably just want these, there's the love. I probably just want these 3 little hearts here. So this is where it's good. You can just put your die down and then put your piece of card over the area that you're wanting. And then just getting a trusty old Gemini MIDI, sandwiching that together and rolling it on through. One, two, and three. There's our 2 little hearts. Goes away. So then it's just loading your card, your white stamped painted card on. So just centering that. Then your little border. So just popping that just on top. And I'll finish off painting that in my time rather than in your time. Now the little hearts, I'll just leave there for the minute because we just need to do the sentiment. So I'm going to do the sentiment in black, so again you can see the difference and see which you prefer. There's a little piece of card. So this one's quite cute. Hope your birthday is full of sunshine and rainbows. Just stamp that on there. just trim that off. And then we can find a space that will go up there. So tape. Oh, we can blend around that too. So just blending around that with the grey. Popping it on, lining it up on the pink. So lining it up on two sides that you're happy with the border width. And then we can, again, popping it in our trusty guillotine and lining it up to create the border that we want. And that's probably just a little bit too skinny, but I can always lift that off and then just readjust it. That's better. And maybe just a smidgen more. That's it. So then it's just popping on the little sentiment. Oops, upside down. So that there, I think. And then a little dot of the, you could use tape on the back of these, but I find especially the little ones, it's hard to get tape on them. So I just pop a dot of the collage medium. It dries clear and non-glossy. So we can just put a little heart there. We can't, I think that's too big. I'm going to use that and then just another little heart. So there's the little card. Again, it's not completely coloured in, but you get the idea. And I wouldn't want to waste any more of your Sunday afternoon. So if you would like a little kit, just give me a ring to make sure that I've got one made up for you to make up this little card. If you would like a free new products flyer, then you're most welcome. If you would like one of those owl kits, also let me know and I'm very happy to make one up for you. If you'd like to order anything out of the new catalogue, a new flyer, or from the catalogue or from any of the other flyers, please let me know. Feel free to contact me. And also, the other thing is I've got for September, I've got a little $5 off bonus. So any order over $50 gets $5 off. So let me know, and I'd love to hear from you. If you've got any questions, please feel free to comment below. Or if you've got anything that you want to talk with me about, please feel free to ring me. And have a lovely rest of the weekend. And stay safe, stay strong, and go get creative. Bye.